Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka, and it's Beverly in at the guard position. Now here's Leonard. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. 3-on-3. Pass to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Beverly against Holiday. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Holiday looking over the floor. Now here's DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. And a missed layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
George with no one around. The Clippers rebound.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Now Leonard. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Over in the corner, Batum. Kicks it out to Leonard. On the wing, George. And the 3-ball is good.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. And the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Batum. Leonard inside, defended by Middleton. George passes to Beverly, taken away by Holiday. And here comes the break. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Pass to Leonard. Launches it. Rebound, Milwaukee. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Hey, offensive rebound, positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
George with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. There's the pass to Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Outside for Batum. Nobody near Leonard. No good on the triple.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Giannis against Batum. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Javi Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 1. And back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Kennard in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And here's Morris for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Craig passes to Forbes. And he banks in the layup. Forbes has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Milwaukee.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Williams passes to Zubac. Back to Williams. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Jackson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kennard for 3. Augustine grabs the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Craig. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here is Forbes. And here's Augustine. Here's Craig. Off target at the rim. Back to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Zubac finds Morris. Outside Williams. He nails it, and we're tied up. Williams has got 5. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Up top, DiVincenzo. Defended by George. Here's Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Middleton against Leonard. Back to Williams. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Outside, George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Stolen by George. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Down low. That one drops for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Williams. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And George, here we go. And Ibaka kicks to Beverly. Batum wide open, he fires. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Right side, Batum. Rebounded by the Bucks. And it's the Bucks on the break. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
The Bucks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. On the free throw, no good. Here's Batum, and Batum throws it down.
And, you know, Batum with that Greyhound build and stride covering ground in a hurry.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. And a close game so far through the first. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets the production speak for him. And that'll.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. The 3 from George. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Feeds to Batum. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And Batum throwing it down with ease.
Bucks trail by 4. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now George, 7 points in the game. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Connaughton.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Brager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Batum finds Kennard. High post to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Stolen. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis for the tie, and it's good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down. He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Kennard kicks to Morris. Ibaka against Portis. Pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't cash in from close range. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
The Bucks shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Batum, and he comes up with the deuce. Portis has got his first 2 points.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Morris kicks to Jackson. He feeds it to Batum. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Batum, good. Batum's got 8.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis against Ibaka. Here's Connaughton to the middle. Here's Augustine. Misses the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Ibaka, the pass to Batum. Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Connaughton. Back to Giannis. Passes it to Connaughton. Batum with the steal. Kennard on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Patrick Beverly out there with Lou Williams. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. DiVincenzo against George. From 13. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Middleton finds DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. And the pass to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 4.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Beverly dishes to George. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Leonard, and a lot of contact on that one. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Back to Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Pass to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Giannis passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Big scores like that one are what you can count on from Lopez.
Pass to Zubac. Inside. Knocked loose. Taken away by Holiday. Here's the break. Here's DiVincenzo. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. And here's George. Beverly looking around. Here's Batum to the inside. Here's Zubac. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Holiday. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Clock at 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Zubac. And they're on the break. Here's George. Count it!
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the feed to Antetokounmpo. Beverly against Middleton. And Beverly kicks to Batum. From deep, George knocks down the 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Giannis, no good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine. We are near.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell, and it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. Clock at 4. Middleton finds Holiday. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. James left side. Oh, what a beautiful point!
Intensity, did you see that? Great. Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Middleton on the wing, trying to get open as Lopez. Here's Giannis, stolen by Caldwell Pope. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's James. Kuzma, and Kuzma stays with it.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward for him.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. 6-point game. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. James, the pass to Harrell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. And the NBA, Chris, with a long regular season, we know that. Are there things that can make the season seem even longer or shorter or in between for that matter?
Yeah, Kevin, well, I tell you what, the cliche, time flies when you're having fun, and we all know that's true. So when you're losing or not seeing eye to eye, that's when the season can really drag on.
Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Right now, they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
And I think for Milwaukee, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Kuzma passes to Harrell. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And having to be careful around Lopez, he's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Middleton with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Middleton can't get it to go. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's James. He's off on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. It's stolen by Schroeder. James outside. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis onto the Kumbo. Wow!
James is effective at getting near the basket. Always look to dunking it home.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. To the paint. On the wing, DiVincenzo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Misses from close range.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
And James throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. And the Bucks miss again. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Kuzma against Giannis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Middleton, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Baseline jumper. The shot by Holiday, no good. And up before again for the Lakers, running the court. And stolen by DiVincenzo. That shot off the mark. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying time.
Being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. And it's Augustine in at the point. Here's Morris. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Augustine looking around. Pass to Portis. Back to Augustine. To the middle. Here's Forbes. And Gasol sends it back.
Trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both teams.
And Matthews kicks to Morris. There's the three. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks trail by 8. 3-on-3. Augustine passes to Craig, and the shot goes in.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's Caruso. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Over to the wing. Back to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. And it's Matthews with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Forbes the pass to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Connaughton. 3-on-3. A three from Morris. A rebound by the Bucks. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the final score really didn't reflect just how well they played in that game.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Lakers leading by 8. Matthews scanning the floor. Six to shoot. Off target with his three. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
That's nice hustle up the court. A nice pass to reward that hustle.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen. Not at this level.
There's Portis, and foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Shooter kicks to Harrell. Kuzma outside. Caldwell Pope against DiVincenzo. And Harrell slams it in.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kuzma outside. James against Giannis. Here's Harrell. The kick out to LeBron. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. LeBron's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Harrell against Portis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. A three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. He feeds it to Middleton. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And you see how fundamentally sound Portis is? Excellent job of sharing the rock.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Middleton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Look, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds. Whoop. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at James, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
To the inside, out to Kuzma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
76% on the season from the foul line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him. The pass to Holiday. Kicks it out to Giannis. He dishes it to Lopez. Great D that time from Harrell. Los Angeles leading by 7. Inside, James. And the rejection by Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's LeBron with the 10th. Harrell on the foul. Harrell's got 4 points this quarter.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Count it. 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out to the right wing. Back to LeBron. Passes to Kuzma. Fires it up. And it's James missing.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Shooter passes to Harrell. Second shot opportunity. Out to Kuzma. Dishes it to Schroeder. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
DiVincenzo with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Rebound by Harrell. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. LeBron against Middleton. Here's Kuzma. The rebound by Middleton.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Bucks making a switch here. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Forbes can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Gasol. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Matthews passes to Gasol. Here's Caruso. Another shot. Snatched away. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Giannis throws it down.
And just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's Caruso. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good D by Matthews. Down low. Here's Gasol. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Using that big body. I mean, Gasol able to absorb contact. That's what you want from your big man.
Here's Augustine. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. Here's Horton Tucker. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, right to the rim. And once Gasol gets this close, he commits to flush.
Here's Giannis. Here's Connaughton. Matthews with the steal. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 5. Live from the Staples Center, Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
But how about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to escape.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work. But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Left side, Portis. Back to Giannis. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
Here's Gasol. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Shots good by Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Caruso kicks to James. Pass to Caruso. 3-pointer. He can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Got a piece of it. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. It's Morris atop the key. James wide open. Again, Los Angeles.
This is the confidence that James has. He knows he can take and make this shot when given the chance.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. That one goes. Count it. 18 points for Giannis.
He's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
Horton Tucker, the pass to James. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. The feed to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Portis. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. Harrell finds Schroeder. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. The drive by Lopez. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
It doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Caldwell Pope pass to James. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Schroeder dishes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And get a low fat move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. DiVincenzo against Caldwell Pope. Portis can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Los Angeles.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was from Montrezl Harrell.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
To the paint. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
But yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Now Schroeder, the pass to James. From deep, and the miss. And so the Lakers take the win. A confident win, and one where they, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Welcome to 2K TV. We have a fun episode for you this week. We're talking All-Star, 2K League Draft, My Team, and more.
First, this weekend is the All-Star Game, which means we have some All-Star trivia for you in this week's 2K TV Interactive, brought to you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the power forward position. Shot clock at 5. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Harris. Outside Holiday. And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
And the Nets making a change here. Robertson, he's checked in. And a deep three from Harden. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Lopez right side. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And he gets it to go.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Pass to Holiday. To the inside. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. The pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday against Harden. Good D by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
And here's Holiday. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, it's clear that Brook Lopez loves getting to the free throw line. He uses his length to pick up these kinds of opportunities.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Johnson. Outside for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Augustine against Johnson. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. Craig passes to Augustine. Here's Portis. Here's Craig. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, love watching Brook Lopez go to work. Superb at playing to his strengths down on the box.
Outside Durant. And the layup's good off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Augustine looking around. Pass to Portis. Durant with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan finds KD. Back to Jordan. Again, the Nets for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Johnson against Augustine. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
And quietly, DJ Augustine has become one of the game's better three-point shooters. This is an established player who finds ways to continue to be productive, guys.
And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting it. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about other...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got Portis, and it's Augustine in at the 1 spot.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Pass to Claxton. Harden outside. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Claxton. Yep, it counts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Augustine with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. To the middle. Left side, Portis. And there's the pass to Craig. Out of hand on it. Moves back up. And here's Harden for three. It's rebounded by Portis.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Connaughton passes to Forbes. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Here's Forbes. The baseline J off the mark.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the third pick in the second round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Irving against Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Bucks passing it around to the inside. Portis with it. Now Green defending. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Irving against Holiday. And it's Irving missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. For three. Irving can't get it to go. 1:44 left in the first half. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Shamet. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston. Here's Green. Pass to Llewellyn. Back to Green. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and Kevin Durant subbed in for Harris. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Bucks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
When he's healthy, Brook Lopez is someone you have to game plan for. This is a huge presence on the floor who uses his length, his size to great advantage.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Giannis passes to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Nets trail by 3. Outside, KD. Lets it go with a 3. And the Nets miss again. For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Middleton on the wing. Stolen by Durant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shamet kicks to Johnson. Feeds it to Durant. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. The second chance effort. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 1. Kenny, what was your... And now with the second half about to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Johnson. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. So they take the lead. Durant's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Nets. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Harris passes to Claxton. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's in there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. To end the run, Harris trying to get free. It's laid in by Harden. Harden's got 7.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Outside Holiday. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. On the wing, Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Augustine. Pass to Craig. And it's blocked by Brown. And they get it back. Green, the pass to Claxton. Here's Harden.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Giannis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Nice shot by Portis.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Brooklyn trailing. Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. And the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Green, and it's Johnson in for James Harden. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Torrey Craig, and it's Holiday in for Augustine. Irving back to Jordan, outside for KD. 6 to shoot. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
Holiday the pass to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Durant attacking and finished off by KD.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Knocks it loose. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Irving. Johnson in the corner. Passes it to KD. They now take the lead. Durant's got 14 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Lobbed up there for Durant. Round kicks to Irving. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Durant. And Holiday, here we go. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game in Brooklyn. And 4th quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. We've got Chris Middleton. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Back to Middleton. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Lopez. The baseline J. That's short off the rim. The Nets shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Brown the pass to Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Nets. Lopez outside. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. To the paint. Brown against DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Tries again, and that basket's going to count. And the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, each bucket's so critical.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden's got the ball. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harden's got 20 points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And Holiday, here we go. Middleton finds Holiday. Here's Connaughton. Durant with the steal. And here's Harden. Now the pass to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Deflects the pass and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
Holiday against Harden. Stolen by Durant. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. The three. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Down low, here's Middleton, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Bucks. Outside Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And the Nets miss again. On the wing, Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The drive by Giannis. They get it back.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Harris, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Lopez inside, guarded by Harden. Giannis right side. Stolen by Durant. From deep three-point range. Out to Harris. Lets the three fly. Gets the bucket.
Convincing lead with very little.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of... Looking now at some numbers for Paul George.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Batum with the steal. Beverley with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. Holiday finds Lopez. DiVincenzo against Beverley. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
Well, you can do a couple things with turnovers. They committed too many, and then they didn't force enough. So a tough go in that category.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Beverley. It's George on the wing. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make. And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive.
Oh! Man. Talk about finding chains in the couch. Yeah. How do you get that?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
DiVincenzo against George.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Stolen by Middleton. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Batum. He feeds it to Ibaka. Tries from 10. That one wide left. Milwaukee in the lead. Now the Bucks moving it up. Floats it up for Giannis. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Beverley with the ball. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Clippers. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
The pass to Morris. Nobody near Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Got that one up quick.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clippers trail by 6. George looking over the floor. Zubac the pass to Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
George with the ball. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. From 13, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. George has got his second bucket.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Kennard in at the 3 spot. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Morris outside. Here's Williams. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Wizards in Washington. That puts them in the lead. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Connaughton, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Connaughton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Morris kicks to Jackson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here are the Clippers. Left side Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Jackson. There's the triple. Forbes with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Craig passes to Augustine. Dishes to Forbes.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Lou Williams. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
DiVincenzo against Jackson. Holiday the pass to Forbes. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Craig kicks to DiVincenzo. At the top of the key, Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Beverly. Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Shots good by Kennard.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. To the middle. Batum, good.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Holiday goes in. Pass to Craig. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Bucks lead by 2.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Now, here's Kennard. Last time, 14 points for him, and it's good for 2.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Holiday, the pass to Craig. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bucks on top. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the... And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Beverly. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. He lobs it up.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Outside, George. And that one drops. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Puts the move on. Count that one. Lopez has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And George kicks to Beverly. Takes the three. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just one on the basket from Paul George.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George can get it going from distance.
Giannis passes to Lopez. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Ibaka outside. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Antetokounmpo against Beverly. Count that one. And it's a three-point Los Angeles lead.
The strength from Patrick Beverly is impressive. Takes the punishment. I don't think he minds it one bit and still converts.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Holiday against Beverly. Passes it to DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Here's Lopez. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The Clippers in the lead. Back to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac the pass to George. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
Back to Augustine. Pass to Portis. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Right side, George. To the paint. They double him with Middleton. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Augustine passes to Portis. Misses from short range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And there's the pass to Zubac. Leonard kicks to George. And it's off from three-point range. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Out to the wing. Augustine dishes to Giannis. Back to Augustine. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the break. Here's Leonard. 2 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll get going at. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Be more committed in the paint. Go.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Williams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. Portis, the pass to Giannis. And the rejection by Zubats. Leonard looking around. Williams up on top. Zubats kicks to Williams. Fires for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, defense cannot leave a potent scorer like Lou Williams that open.
Giannis inside. He's covered by Leonard. The offensive rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
George with no one around. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's Connaughton missing. Clippers leading by 6. Inside and stolen by Portis. Back to Connaughton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Morris for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
George up top. Tries it from the top of the key. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. To the inside. Here's Middleton. Back to Portis. Kicks it out to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Morris. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Williams for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way. And then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Holiday. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And really, that is a tremendous shot by Holiday there. His team really has momentum now.
Pass to Beverley. Back to George. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Batum. Shot clock at 5. Leonard on the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks trail by 5. Now Holiday.
Great body control from Holiday. Gets the shot off while getting hit in the process.
Gets the first. That shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And here's Beverley. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Zubats. Over Holiday. And he banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Three-pointer. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Outside, Batum. Open shot, George. Rebounded by the Bucks.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Lopez passes to Giannis. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Leonard kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Batum wide open. He fires. It's in! Batum with the steal. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Next up, which team has 2 starters?
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't...
Are you kidding me? Nasty. Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
And they double up James. Stolen by Middleton. LeBron with it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The putback. Well, something you'll love, Clark. We should see some terrific rebounding here in this one.
I love the glass eaters, Kevin. You know that was part of the strength of my game. back in the day, way back in the day. I mean, these teams are right at the top of the league when it comes to closing out stops with the defensive rebound. Glass eaters galore in this one.
And here's Los Angeles. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Shooter passes to Harrell. The kick out to LeBron. Back to Harrell. It's good.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now, Giannis. 26 points for him last game against Memphis.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 28-point game against Sacramento.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Schroeder against Holiday. Now here's DiVincenzo. D right on him. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here we go. Fast break. James is going to go.
Watch out below. Come on now. Woo. Throw it down. Well, you can't take the length of Caldwell Pope lightly. He's excellent at using it to come up with steals.
Middleton is doubled. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez finds Holiday. And the rejection by Harrell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Caruso, the pass to Gasol. Here's Horton Tucker. And the 3 off target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Nice to see him playing at a high rate of speed there, getting up and down the floor quickly. Early offense for Forbes.
Here's Horton Tucker. 9-point game his last outing. James in the post. Gasol. Second chance shot. Out to Morris. Jacks up a 3. They get the rebound. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. James dishes to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And a chance here to see where the Bucks currently sit in the NBA statistically.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Wesley Matthews checked in for James. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Kings.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Bucks trail by 4. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the paint, Gasol with the steal. A floater, that's tipped, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. "15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Augustine looking around. Right wing. Here's Connaughton. Here's Portis. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Marc Gasol, Caldwell Pope out there with Morris, and it's Caruso in at the point guard. Here's DiVincenzo. The layup missed.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Antetokounmpo against Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. And while we've got a second here, now let's take a look at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA, and find out who the steal leaders are. Second, Drew Holiday.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Torrey Craig. Caldwell Pope for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 4. Here's DiVincenzo. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. The pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Lakers leading by 4. Lobbed up there for Schroeder. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Down low, Harrell kicks it out to LeBron. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in. The Bucks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Harold dishes to LeBron. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, Kuzma superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range too.
Harold, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Harold's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Holiday up top. He's guarded by Schroeder, and the basket is good. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Augustine passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there. Augustine making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
To the middle. Pass to Caruso. This one for 3. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Middleton kicks to Augustine. Down low, here's Lopez. Some solid defense from Gasol. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Caruso. Again, Los Angeles. Bucks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. To the inside. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got his first points in this one.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Oh, wide open look for Gasol. No good on the 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that's all we have for
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at James, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Analytics says that you should ignore the mid-range jumper. No, not with LeBron. With him shooting, I'll bank on any shot he takes.
Now here's Schroeder. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Harold missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
Schroeder against Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Kicks it to Lopez. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Loads it up there for Harrell. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Holiday with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Harrell, that's good.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Pass to Holiday. Back to Giannis. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Javi Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Bucks trail by 6. 1:56 left to play in the third. Augustine passes to Giannis. Portis kicks to Augustine. Here's Forbes. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in, and the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Forbes the pass to Middleton. Now here's Portis. Here's the teardrop. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Leading by 5. Gasol kicks to Morris. Here's Matthews. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Kicks it out to Giannis. Off with the layup. Lakers leading by 7. Lobbed up there for Schroeder. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Schroeder passes to Morris. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Feeds to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. Gasol with the steal. 1 second left, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. Schroeder's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Harrell in at the 5 down low. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Lopez. Over Harrell. Here's Antetokounmpo. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Schroeder passes to Caldwell-Pope. Schroeder kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Oh, good with the triple.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
LeBron against Middleton, and the dunk by James.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. There's the pass to Caruso. And the shot goes in. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Holiday left side. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Lakers leading by 11. The feed to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Harrell. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
And here is DiVincenzo. Holiday finds Lopez. Just 4 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Lakers ball.
Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. James dishes to Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Boy, LeBron's vision is second to none, and his decision-making just as good. Slick pass there.
Giannis passes to Lopez. To the paint. Kicks it out to Giannis. Outside Holiday. Inside. And they get it. And Lopez throws it down hard.
Boy, looking to add to his highlight reel that time, the big fella. Lopez showing you a little extra athletic ability for a big guy.
Caruso, the pass to LeBron. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Pass to Caruso. Kuzma with it. Pass to Caldwell Pope, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Lakers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Bucks trail by 13. In the corner, Middleton with it. Holiday against Schroeder. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Down low, here's Holiday, and he converts the layup.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Holiday against Schroeder. Kicks it out to LeBron. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
DiVincenzo against Kuzma. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. And Middleton the basket on the assist by Lopez. Middleton's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Kicks it out to James. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around, really doesn't faze him, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Matthews kicks to McKinney. Los Angeles with another miss. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Good.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Who from the East received the most All-Star votes?
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi, everyone. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Tyler Johnson, and there's Green, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Green deciding where to go with it. The pass to Harden. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Crafty move. And it's Giannis missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
It's good.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Here's Milwaukee now. 4-point game. Got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
They kick it out to Green, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. Searching for their first points of the game. Holiday finds Lopez. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living, Kevin.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Harden up top, defended by DiVincenzo. The shot's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
To the middle, Nets passing it around. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harden's got his second basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
The drive by Green. Outside Durant. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Now here is Augustine. 5 on the clock. Connaughton passes to Augustine, and it's good, 2 points.
Well, he might just be 6 feet tall, but there is incredible strength packed in that body. You can tell he enjoys the contact.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Here's Augustine. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And Augustine kicks to Craig. Back to Augustine. Passes it to Craig. To the inside. It's tipped. It's tipped. They recover it. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-4 run. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So as we end the first quarter, already at double digit. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
We've got DJ Augustine, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Augustine, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Bucks trail by 13. To the wing right side. Jordan against Portis. Back to Augustine. Pass to Connaughton. Portis trying to free himself. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got his first basket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Brown outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Brown for the 3. Here's Jordan on the wing. Johnson. Here's the 3. They get it back.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
High arcing shot. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Craig.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Johnson outside. Pass to Harris. Brown outside. And the pass to Jordan. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Nets leading by 11. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Middleton. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Middleton finds DiVincenzo. Now here is Holiday. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Irving looking over the floor. From deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks trail by 11. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Count the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving against Lopez. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. To the paint. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Jordan. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Buries it from 3-point range. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Giannis outside. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Shamet down low. The kick out to Irving. From outside the arc. And the Nets another 3.
And we've seen this offense step back into 3-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Inside. Lopez passes to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
On the wing, Irving. Back to Brown. Shoots. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Brook Lopez. For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Middleton for 3. That shot misses. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Nets up by 15. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close on a tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And with Durant... And that's all we have.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Harden. And it's Green. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Giannis drives in. 4 on the clock. Back to Lopez. Outside Holiday. The rebound by Harden. Brooklyn leading by 17. The tray. Rebound, Milwaukee. Middleton with it. Guarded now by Durant. The wide open look here for Holiday. Trains the 3-pointer. Holiday's got 7.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Bucks. Augustine comes in for Drew Holiday. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Good on the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now Augustine, he averages a bit over 6 points a game. And it's blocked, but they recover it. Giannis against Green. Here's Lopez, and finally they hit one.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Harden can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Passes to Craig. Back to Lopez. Takes it off the glass. He has 6.
Well, the balance that Brook Lopez has on these kinds of finishes is really admirable. He doesn't allow the defense to alter his shot.
KD passes to Claxton, and he dunks it down.
there is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Augustine against Johnson. Lopez dishes to Augustine. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Augustine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Portis drives in, and Portis throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Harden outside. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Forbes. Back to Giannis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden has a wide open look. Again, the miss by Harden. And Forbes gets to Giannis. After Forbes. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Harris with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Here's Antetokounmpo. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Here's Middleton and taken away by Johnson. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Poked loose. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Perry. Pass to Harris. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 13. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
The net shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Now here's Johnson. it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, this is often how DeAndre Jordan gets his points in a set offense, off the roll.
And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. James Harden, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for Johnson. Outside for KD. Launches a three. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Middleton outside. Lopez right side. 6 to shoot.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Harden. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the Bucks with possession here. Down by 15. And Lopez has it in the corner. Back to Antetokounmpo. There's the feed to Lopez. They swipe it. From the arc. KD can't get it to go. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
The three from Harden. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to DiVincenzo. Holiday. And Holiday is right there.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Hey, yo, right here.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And the Nets miss again. Bucks trail by 13. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Kyrie Irving. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Brooklyn.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And here is Irving. Estiluwawu. Back to Irving. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Nets lead by 13.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good.
Good job attacking those restricted area shots.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.